This couple has done all the right things. They've worked and saved hard to set themselves up for their retirement, but they lost it all to a sophisticated scam. There were red flags galore. So how did three major banks miss them all?
We have lost $240,000.
It's just completely turned our lives upside down. Yeah, all our plans for the future, they're just gone.
Meet Kerry and Kerry. The Sunshine Coast couple have the same name, they're the same age, they built their retirement fund together. Now they've both hit rock bottom.
It's so hard to comprehend unless it happens to you.
The scams are becoming so sophisticated.
Three major banks, $250,000 missing, and no one batted an eyelid. How on earth did this happen?
We thought it was a legitimate ING website, it was a scam, and it never went to ING.
Every morning you wake up and you just relive it. You know, it just doesn't go away, and you're still in shell shock, and you're still angry, and you're still ashamed, and you still feel guilty.
Like many Australians, Kerry and Kerry were shopping around for the best interest rate on their term deposit.
We did a lot of research, and we found an ING term deposit.
I clicked on the obtain a quote, and within, I think, about a day or two of doing that, we had a phone call from John Cook from ING.
Or so they thought.
And it all seemed legit.
Absolutely, every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
Did he sound like he knew what he's talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He did.
Yep.
So-called John Cook emailed through a competitive quote, documents, contracts and payment instructions using ING's logos, but it was all fake.
You were with Suncorp at this time. All your life savings was with Suncorp. You went into the actual branch. Yep. What happened?
We got to the teller and we just explained to him that we were looking to withdraw the money because we were investing in a term deposit with ING. And that's when he asked to see the email. He looked at it and he said, yeah, it looks all right. But, you know, if you're really concerned, you can ring ING.
So Kerry claims she did call ING in front of the teller.
And did a Google search for ING contact number, was exactly what I put in, and it came up, 133464. It is their phone number, but I rang it and I didn't get through to ING. I got through directly to the scammers.
They didn't know this at the time, and the Suncorp teller approved the transaction. $240,000 gone straight to the scammers.
Our phones had been spoofed. Once the scammers have spoofed your phone, then any phone calls you make on that to where you think you're making them to, they just intervene and take over the call because it's just going straight to them.
But there were telltale signs that somehow weren't spotted.
So there was a young teller and a supervisor that both signed off on it that day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't pick up the dodgy email address.
Nope.
And they didn't pick up that it wasn't an ING BSB number.
Correct.
The couple gave Suncorp the account details for what they thought was an ING account, but it was a Commonwealth Bank account. And the email address used by the scammers wasn't an authorised ING email. There were also scam warnings on ING's website that were missed by absolutely everyone.
By the time you went to Commonwealth Bank, your money was gone.
Oh, well and truly. Taken out pretty much straight away and then moved around the world through various IP addresses.
Who do you blame?
Clearly the scammers. But I have to say, I have to blame Suncorp. I just felt that their duty of care to us was sadly lacking.
Yeah.
Are they refusing to pay your money back?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Suncorp telling the couple,
the transaction was made with your authorisation and Suncorp has acted on your instructions of your signed withdrawal request. At the time of the transfer, we acted as a prudent banker and questioned you for the reasons for the transaction.
Kerry and Kerry have now lodged a complaint with the Australian Financial Complaints Authority.
Give us our money back and show some, heart. We could get our life back on track and not have to go through having to sell the house, sell the car, get jobs. work until we're, in our 80s.
Well, the Australian Financial Complaints Authority is looking into this case. Suncorp says it is cooperating.